T. Hayward, a leading academic whose recent work focuses on the Irish border, said even the EU solution can with a degree of hardening of the border between the Republic and Northern Ireland. EU leaders have driven a hard bargain over the Irish border, even threatening to derail Brexit negotiations, unless Theresa May and her team of negotiators can prevent a hard border. Brussels has inserted a backstop mechanism into the draft withdrawal treaty. While it's yet to be finally agreed by Brussels and Westminster, leading EU figures, including Council President Donald Tusk, have said without an agreed backstop there will be no sign-off on the divorce deal from the remaining EU 27. The so-called backstop proposal means Northern Ireland would remain in the EU's customs union until an alternative solution is found. JETU leaders have driven a hard bargain over the Irish border. You will notice that Northern Ireland is no longer in the EU, and there will be consequences for that even if we have the backstop option. Dr. K.T. Hayward, Mrs. May has proposed policing the border with technology or creating a close economic partnership to render customs checks unnecessary. However, hardball EU negotiators have rejected both plans and given Westminster till June to present an answer or sign off on their backstop. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Dr. Hayward warned even the EU's proposal entails a hardening of the Irish border to some degree. She said the current wording doesn't include the movement of services, adding, "People living on the island of Ireland will notice a hardening of the border if we have that backstop option coming into play. You will notice that Northern Ireland is no longer in the EU, and there will be consequences for that even if we have the backstop option." JET European Chief Negotiator Michael Barnier visited Ireland's border on April 30. Leaked papers from the head of the Northern Irish Civil Service warned MRS May Saoirse Parolli-Robbins that, no matter the outcome of Brexit negotiations, Northern Ireland will feel an economic squeeze to some extent. The EU's backstop is hardly perfect, adds Dr. Hayward, who believes it is not the preferred options for the EU. She said, "It is hardly perfect, but I think it is quite clear that this is not the preferred outcome for the EU, let alone the UK." Dr. Hayward also discussed why the EU have been reluctant to agree with any of the UK's proposals. She pointed toward the lack of a solution being visible in practice anywhere else in the world which replicates the scenarios on the island of Ireland. Dr. Hayward said, "The fact that the UK government can't point to any examples of this working in practice elsewhere, it is extraordinary. It hasn't been tried and tested. It is very left of field. That says a lot. We're talking about the legal order of the European Union. The UK has been absolutely firm as a member of the EU about being strict on the enforcement of its borders, and the trade deals are in its own interests."